Kowanyama, Kowanyama, Kowanyama. Well, I'm from a small town in Alabama. It's called Ashland, Alabama. It's spelled Ashland. Very small town. It's probably the population under 1,000 people. When I graduated from college, I had an opportunity to play professional basketball. So I played in Europe for years and got a chance to come to Australia to, jump in this plane and over a 2-hour flight to Cairns and end up playing basketball here for a time, and luckily enough able to find work here. Kowanyama, Kowanyama, Kowanyama. I started working in youth justice, about, I guess about 15 years ago. And we were called Department of Families then. And my manager at the time was Arnold Wallace. And to this day, Arnold is a really strong mentor for me. And I was planning my first trip to a community in the Cape, Kowanyama, Kowanyama, Kowanyama. And so Arnold was explaining to me about all the community protocols, what I should do, who I should talk to first. So my first trip comes about, I'm ready, I'm excited to travel to this place in the world that I've never been before and meet the people in the community. And my first day went great. At the time I didn't have a mobile phone on me or anything. We had kind of satellite phones in those days, and it was pretty expensive to use those things, but there was a payphone, kind of like the old school payphone box outside of the guest house. Kowanyama, Kowanyama, Kowanyama. And I was, going out to make a call. It was pretty late. It was dark out there. And I've worn glasses since I was like 13. So I went out to the phone box and I didn't have my glasses on. And I could barely see, I could see enough to dial the numbers. As I'm talking on the phone, I see this figure walking toward me. Like I said, it's very dark. There wasn't a lot of street lights there. And I'm getting pretty scared. I'm like, well, what is that thing walking toward me? And it gets closer, it gets bigger and bigger the closer it gets to me. And by that time, I'm really freaking out, man, because I had no idea what it was. And as it gets closer, I see this gigantic pig walking toward me, and it scares the hell out of me. So I'm trying to walk up the side of the telephone box to get away from this pig. And at that stage, I'm really scared. And the police in the community drive by and just laugh at me so hard you wouldn't believe the laughter. And at that stage, I knew there was no risk. I knew there was no danger. And that turned out to be the community pet, sort of, local pig that kind of wanders around from house to house getting fed by the locals. And it reminds me of like humor, how important humor is in all aspects of life, but definitely in our work. And that's a funny story that'll stick with me forever.